What's going on? So everything happening in the world, it's flaring up right now. Don't act like shocked that this is happening. Don't act like this wasn't supposed to happen, because this is like the counterbalance. Like, things like this are really fucking fated, and humans are just fucking being controlled by said fate, like led by their emotions to storm a building or incite wars, pretty much. Like, this is the most that we've seen people try to take control of the government, damn near. Like, they're damn near stopping an election with a riot. Like, and it's not surprising. Like, it's not bullshit. It's not like something we didn't expect to happen, because history repeats itself. Like Donald Trump is like basically marketing his fucking campaign to the KKK. Like, why wouldn't the KKK, who's murdered who's murdered hundreds of people, why wouldn't they go after a fucking like building? Why wouldn't they go after the institution itself? Like, the KKK is really writing for this nigga right now, bro. Hey, bro, this shit's wild. It is. And like, it's not something we shouldn't have expected at all. Yeah. Like, martial law is here. Not yet, but shit, it's damn near there, and we should not expect anything different. That's the one thing that I've been saying this shit for years, bruh. I'm fucking 20 years old. Why the fuck is it that our younger kids can see the bullshit in our parents? Like, it's crazy, bro. We're not at fucking fault. Nobody's at fault except the people who are involved. And it's like, what can we really do? Like, I'm not gonna go and stop thousands of people all alone. Like, it's crazy, because we're really dealing with like the shadow side of what fucking government is, and it's controlling people. It's the control of the population, and I guess we're not fucking with that shit anymore. We don't want the institutions, right? Like, if you really think about it, they're fighting for you. Like, and that's the craziest part, because they're not fighting for you. Obviously, they're fighting for their agenda, but it's like, this is what we're all pushing towards. Like, this fucking freedom that we want, like this idea that we have of like American independence. Like, no, none of the shit we have right now is independent of the fucking government. Like, it's all a system that has been put in place, and it's like, we finally realize the problems with the system, and our enemies are fighting first. It's like, that's the crazier part. Our supposed enemies, and like, oh my god, bro, the world is just fucked. Like, absolutely fucked, and everybody should stay as safe as they possibly can, because there's no telling what can happen from this point out. And yeah, I mean, it's been like that since fucking March of last year, and it's hot in this car. What's fucking going on? But I mean, there's really nothing that we are able to physically control. Like, I get on Instagram Live, I could talk to 4 people, but I can't really go to fucking the Capitol building and do anything about it. I'm not gonna take arms against the fucking thousands of people, because one gun is gonna get me murked in like 10 seconds. I'm gonna empty a clip and fucking have to reload and get jumped until I die or some shit. And it's like, we're not supposed to fight that fight. And we know this. We all know this shit. Can't believe a girl got shot and killed in the Capitol. Damn, I didn't even know that. And it's the same shit that happened in the fucking past. As soon as one person dies from this shit, everybody is going to fucking take that energy and build on it. And it's like, that's our collective fucking unconscious working against us right now. Like, this is unfortunately the zeitgeist we have to deal with in this era, in 2020, 2021. This shit feels like a school year. So goddamn long. But like, again, like, we should have expected this. We've been talking about doing stupid shit like this all year. And it's like, the niggas who were fucking losing went and did it. We finally changed something for the positive and didn't expect them to do anything back. Yeah, bro, the video is up. This is the kickoff of the big game. Oh, the video of her getting killed. Damn. They even took a video. Like, this is George Floyd times 20. I guarantee you. And not for our side either. Like, these niggas are gonna go hard. And I don't believe that bombing in Nashville was separate either. It's like, they're not covering the majority of the shit either. They weren't covering it until fucking maybe an hour, 2 hours after the shit started going down. Yeah, like, they had fucking fully ready like, why was there a photographer taking pictures of people ducking if you should be evacuating? It 100% was, bro. And that's what I've been getting at all year. Like, the last 2 years, 3 years. It doesn't even matter how long. Because all of us have been talking about it. Like, everybody in the country sees what's happening. And it's like, that half of the country, those people, are fucking actually doing something. And that's the scariest part, because that is going to destroy all of us. The volcano has been dormant, and now it's erupting. Michael! Michael, I miss you, man. I miss you a lot. Chucho Sabueso. I hope you're okay in these times, too, bro. Like, dead ass. Because it's fucked. It is 100% fucked. I'm going to unpin that, because I don't want to keep bringing that into the conversation. Yeah, there's no point of redemption now. It's only going to... It's really like the power dynamic is shifting in the sense that there has to be one king, you know? Yeah, that's the craziest part about this shit. I wasn't even gonna be on fucking socials or anything. I'm trying to stay off this shit to keep my mind right. And then, like, I get texts from random, not even random people, like, from fucking family, like, yo, you see what's going on in the world, be careful, like, civil wars could start. And it's like, how would a civil war look in this country? How would it, in this age, not even this country, fuck that. Because if something happens here that is, like, revolutionary, inspiration is not, like, hard to spread. Like, I can fucking say something that inspires somebody to be a better person, or I can go storm the Capitol building, televise it to the entire world, and start a fucking revolution in other places of the world too. Like, we don't know how the UK's doing because we don't fucking go there and visit every day. Like, the news doesn't report all the shit. We can't feel the tensions over there. And it's like, we can't even feel the tensions here. We didn't even realize something like this would happen because we're not paying attention. And it's like, we're being ruled by the fucking collective shadow. And that's government. And that's the control of the people, the monarchy itself. Like, this is the turning point, really. This is beyond the turning point. We are at the fucking point of... This is like the rising action in the fucking storyline, bro. And that's the craziest part, because this shit was all, like, marketed and built towards that. Like, whatever Donald Trump says, like, no violence. What? Control the mob with fucking 3 words or 2 words. Like, you can't do it. It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna fucking turn people's anger tick off once you fucking switched it on. And it's like, what does anger really lead to? What is the fundamental root of anger? And it's like, to change, to fucking incite fire, to spark something in somebody in order to change things. And like, the best way you can do that as a group or as a identified member of something is to start a war with your members, to be in a brotherhood, to be in a fucking community where people think like you, so that you're not outcasted for being a fucking racist Republican who wants to storm the Capitol and kill black people like, I don't know, the KKK does. It's crazy. But this is all, like, we could predict all of this shit. December 21st, this didn't happen before. Like, they weren't storming Capitol buildings before. Why weren't our riots this serious? Or why weren't fucking, like, we going this hard type shit? And it's because we didn't genuinely care. We didn't genuinely want change. We were just complaining. And it's like, now these people are trying to fight us because we wanted fucking, like, security and peace and fucking equality. And it's like, nature doesn't even work like that. Like, you can't fucking tell a lion God exists and fucking Jesus is your Lord and Savior. He died for your sins and He won't eat you. Like, there's a barrier. There's definitely a barrier between left and right, between fucking the white American, the black American. There's always been that barrier, and it's not created by us. It's like, these are psychological laws that we are fucking being ruled by. And we're seeing it play out again and again and again. And until the fucking tension point is up here, because it's like down here still, like, we're not going to see the full effects of anything. And right now, we can only guess. And that's the worst part, because I'm in the same position as everybody. I'm not fucking Einstein. I can't come up with the Elon Musk solution for this shit. Except to tell you that fucking stay safe and stay whole in your fucking psychology, and don't join any fucking riots because you're going to be sent into war unwillingly. And it's like, that's what we've been doing. Like, they were going so hard on the fucking Black Lives Matter protesters. Why? What? Like, in 2013, niggas weren't going that hard for it. Not going that hard for it, going that hard against it. And it's like, this shit is built up damn near 7 years. Like, 8 now. There is no fucking point of control. They flew rebel flags for the first time ever today. Like, Confederate? I don't know what rebel flags are, but that sounds pretty serious. I don't know, though, bruh. These niggas said aliens are real, bruh. This world is fucking over. And everything that we thought that was supposed to be it, you know, like, this is our plan for the future. Like, that shit has changed, bro. And y'all niggas gotta accept that before you can get through this shit. Because you won't if you don't. Plain and simple. Like, the fucking 1970s, 80s rhymes, bro. You won't if you don't. And, like, there's nothing beyond that. That's the terrible part. That is the terrible part. And honestly, Area 51 is trending on Twitter now too. Why? Focusing on... Yeah, like, literally, why, bruh? Focusing on mutual aid in your local community to help set up structures outside of the government is probably best. Mutual aid, as in, like... Okay, see, let me tell you, like, the problem with something like that. Not everybody is responsible enough to fucking help somebody else. Not everybody is psychologically capable of helping somebody else. Or even physically, financially. And it's like, there's a lot of things that need to change in yourself before anything. And you see the fucking people being controlled by these demons, by these demons. Okay, let me break down what I mean by demons so I don't look like a dumbass on fucking Instagram. Demons are the fucking collective shadow. Like, the collective unconscious. What is pulling us towards being a Republican or a Democrat. Like, the thing that you don't know why you're doing it, but you're doing it still. Like, this is the same shit that happens in fucking Nazi Germany and Soviet Russia. It is the same principle that is happening. We're being ruled by the collective shadow. And Donald Trump has been the fucking person to say, to be this fucking shamanic, I know the world figure. And, like, follow me type guy. And we're all trying to be that. And, like, I'm myself trying to be that too. But I have no fucking solutions for something like this. And I don't think anybody does. Except to go to war. And that is the worst part of it. We don't have the right individuals in this country. And I'm not talking about blacks, whites, Asians, Mexicans, or anything like that. Exactly. Like, fundamentally, if you are blind to your own triggers, your own fucking, like, reasons for being irritated, even something simple like that, you're being controlled by your mind. You're being controlled by your inner devil, your inner shadow, your inner, like, I don't even know what better word to explain this with except that. And what you have, everyone has. And it's like, that's being projected into the sky, into the stars, into this collective story that we're being ruled by. And right now they're being ruled by the version of this story that's, well, the Democrats are bad, Black Lives Matter is bad, Donald Trump good. Like, it's fucking, it's not as low resolution as that, but this is like the base of fucking everything. And it's like, division is really what it's after. And that's the scarier part. Like, there's a lot of scary things happening. There's a lot of things being thrown at us that is like, what can we do? There's nothing that we can do to stop this. And the only thing I'm saying, like, why do we live in cities? Like, that's the only thing I'm saying. Like, don't put yourself in the fucking position to be controlled. Like, I mean, maybe you don't have the free will to do this. Maybe none of us do. But I don't know, bro. We're being controlled by this shadow. Yeah, it does. I definitely agree with that, because when you're in a community, you're able to bounce ideas off of each other and see reflections of yourself. I heard there's some kind of party going on in DC. Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. Through accountability with each other. And the only way for that to happen is first learn how to speak to yourself. Learn how to be kind to yourself and accountable with yourself. And learn how to dig into yourself, because other people need it too. Or else shit like this happens. We're not gonna build our own nation though. Like, this is the shit that we've been talking about. Like, yeah, let's get rid of the system, overthrow it, throw it out. But like, what the fuck are we gonna do in the meantime? Like, let's say we achieve everything. We get Donald Trump out the office. There's no more presidents ever again. Who's gonna run the country? Are we all gonna just say, okay, let's just put collective taxes in? No, nigga, what the fuck? Like, nobody's gonna trust anybody ever again if that happens. So the point is, what are we going to do for ourselves and our own community, our own family? It's like, we can't do shit in terms of the larger system. The larger system doesn't even exist. And this is what's happening. Like, we've been controlled by this idea of government. And now that we see that we can actually influence the fucking, the events in history by just getting a large enough group of people and going and doing some specific action. Like, oh my God, bro, it's crazy. It is crazy as fuck. Because we're in this age that anybody can do this. Like, I'm trying to do this myself right now. And it's like, who are you listening to? Terrible. Like, it's just fucking terrible to be ruled by misinformed people. And I'm myself misinformed, but I recognize this and I'm able to work past that. And that's what we all need to be able to do. Otherwise, you'll be fucking KKK, let's go fucking kill these motherfuckers type shit. And it's like, you won't even have to be consciously aware of it. It'll just happen. Like, I guarantee you, half of the people marching right now...
Power off.
Oh, shit. That shit kind of low-key made me upset. I thought it died. But half of the people marching right now are probably completely blind to why they're marching. Except that they know, oh, there's something happening over here with all my people. Guaranteed. Because that's how humans are. We're ammunition for ideas. And that's not my own fucking quote. Just like voting for smaller political positions makes a difference. If we fortify our own community first, it establishes our nation. Exactly. But then you got to think, what is the nation that we're trying to build? And who's on the same wavelength as the same thing that you're trying to build? Because that same point could be taken to like a Marxist and be like, oh, well, if we're building this nation, let's build it equal for everybody, even though, like, not everybody does the same amounts of work. Not everybody's work is the same quality. Like, it's weird. Like, a lot of these things that we think don't work out in practice. Same thing for me. Like, it takes failure. And this is what we're doing. Like, they're trying to fall forward and be the people to say that they were, like, the ones who came out on top. But that shit won't happen. I really don't think that's gonna happen. Which is the crazier part. This nation ain't never been for the people. Nope, this is the thing, bruh. This nation is capitalist, right? Like, capitalism is essentially designed to create an aristocracy, like an upper class that controls everything up here and down here, and the lower class down here that can't do shit to get up here. This is why we have like fucking electric companies and shit like that. But anyways, bro, Tommy got a blast. See you later, Rachel. They're just gonna blame Trump and everyone will forget and move on. Nope, not happening. How are they gonna blame Trump when it's literally his supporters? Definitely not happening, bro. It's beyond anybody's control. Like, the inspiration to incite war has already been fucking filled in people's heads. And I really think that the KKK is behind this shit. I'm not even gonna cap. Donald Trump has been the biggest advocate for the KKK without saying anything. And even scarier, the idea is that somebody could still, like, want to be involved in politics or want to go after fucking... We thought shit was changing after Rodney King. Shit did change. Police brutality got worse. Is anyone really going to change after this? Yes, people are changing right now. Like, literally, niggas are running up on the Capitol Hill. Yes, people are changing. Yes, the world is changing. It changes every single day. And it's like, niggas who don't think the world is changing are stuck. Or they can't see where it's changing. And it's like, that's nobody's fault. But the real thing is, these changes have been set in place for more than 60 years, more than 100 years. Like, this is the start of fucking American politics, or American civilization. Like, all over, dead ass. The ruling class is being overthrown for a new system. Whatever that may be, whatever that may appear as in the fucking collective conscious, like, who knows? But the point is, everything is changing. And to keep saying that things aren't changing is to just keep denying human psychology. Like, this is it, bruh. It's been it. 2020, like, literally 2020 changed everything. How the fuck aren't people changing? Like, we're not gonna have school anymore, bro. Not, at least not how it was, bruh. I don't know. I don't know how shit will change, but it definitely is changing. But the only thing that remains is that we are still individuals. We are still people. And Earth is still Earth. Like, this shit's not destroyed yet, so let's try to keep that shit that way. Or at least our little patch of Earth. But I don't know, bro. I'm gonna get off this shit.